The slogan is change your attitude but remain natural. Sounds like a contradiction, but I think it is pointing to, as we look at all of these teachings, they point to the notion of reverse meditation. Reversing the self-clinging or me first. And there can't be too many reminders for this gravity of patterning, or the depth of this groove, or the strength of this river, the momentum of this survival instinct is so strong. And here I might say that it's changing that attitude of only feeling our perspective or identifying with our own perspective to the point where we become lost in our subjective experience of our emotion or thought. That kind of lostness is not even really being with ourselves. So being true to ourselves, being natural, but just remembering to include in that awareness of others and self being interdependent. I find the sense perceptions are incredible bodhisattvas, or kind helping beings on our path. When we see things or hear things, smell things or taste things, touch things, these things are part of nature, connecting us back to nature. We are connecting back into being a part of everything. And it is said with Kuan Yin, the bodhisattva of compassion, that she actually hears the cries of the world. She is open to healing and hearing all of the suffering and responding to it. And the way in which she does this is that she sees vividly in real time that she is part of and one with everything. So there's a dreamlike quality of seeing the unnecessary quality of suffering, or the misperception of self-clinging. But also there's this quality of being a part of things, being a part of our shared world and nature. In our shared nature, being natural is unquestioned. You know, when you look at a tree or an animal, there's a quality of presence and beauty and nonchalant quality or dignity. There's a quality of just being. When I look at my own experience of, changing my attitude but remaining natural, I could think of like having an emotion or a cloud in my sky of senses and feel like I'm sort of identifying or focusing in on that aspect of my total perception and being. But then when I actually include more, suddenly I'm still there just exactly the way I am. Just as it is, just as I are. And then also along with that, there's this other and more. It's inclusion. And so changing the attitude of focusing on and centering on this locality and then including the totality. And we can still be ourselves then. And in fact, being ourselves then informs our compassionate behavior or action, and protects us against the danger of codependency or idiot compassion, where we're secretly doing all of our so-called spiritual practice to feel better about ourselves and not really to actually be a part of things and see that and help others. It's more about our image or our presentation of who we think we want to be. Of course, that's still the normal meditation of self-focused. So changing that attitude, but now we include more, but we don't lose this sense of our preferences and our particular boundaries and challenges. We also see them as more like mere appearances. They are information, but when we include the whole of our senses and our world, we also see it's just my thoughts and my opinions. And beautifully, they don't need to disappear to be free. That would be not a real freedom. That's just changing the chairs on the Titanic. No, they should go here, or get rid of the chairs. It doesn't matter. Neither is the point. The real state of peace is the peace right within chaos. In knowing that we are a part of things, we can then participate and still honor our subjective experience, our point in the endless nodes of perception, our particular spot on this earth with dignity, with presence. We can be a human and model to other people that what we need through our actions and our words and our deeds and our thoughts and intentions. So there's a quality of you get so much good information by knowing who you are. And then when you also open to what others are and what they need, the dance, it can really unfold.